Damn. Damn. Officer Tatum got attacked. I don't know if he personally got attacked. We'll watch this in a second. But his event got dismantled by domestic terrorists that remind they're dressed like a certain other terrorist group. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go there. Whatever. Antifa, whatever. The anti-fascists acting very fascistic over here. Destroyed a TPUSA, I believe it was TPUSA, but like Officer Tatum's event at UC Davis? Is that the place? Yeah, at UC Davis. Oh, it's up there. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Ooh, yes. Yes, fuck him up, man. Honestly, just fucking like step on his face too. Fuck that guy. These fucking assholes. Yeah, dude, seriously.
Love that at the end. Get in there. Get in there,
Police.
police.
Get in there.
Please do
Hello.
your job. All right, so much for free speech. On college campuses, protesters tore down this conservative group's
Jesus.
tent before an event at UC Davis. The
Bro.
group
You know, like, remember the protesters, like the oil protesters who are sitting in the middle of the road and not letting cars drive, and then at some point people just stopped caring and they just started driving through them. I can't wait till that shit starts happening. Now it's bad. It's a bad thing that it's gonna happen. I would 100% agree that it's a bad thing if people start shooting these motherfuckers, beating the fuck out of them, and all that stuff. It's not a good thing. It's not civilized. But man, like, they're fucking around too close to the sun. I hate these people. These fucking cowardly motherfuckers. I fucking despise them. If anyone deserves to get shot for being a fucking retard, it's these people. Not because of this one event, because of what they stand for. That's what. This one event, okay, you might not, like, obviously, like, oh, man, like, this guy wants people to get shot for just, like, stealing a tent, whatever. No. I'm talking about their ideology. These guys, first of all, the hypocrisy of, like, calling yourself Antifa while being the most fascistic group since fucking Nazi Germany, okay? Just that, you deserve to get, like, a few punches. Like, straight up, just, like, break some, like, destroy some of your teeth, okay? Like, easily. But what you're standing for is literally devolving society. Okay? Because if this goes on and nothing is done about it and no one resists, what this will do is, first of all, will make it okay to do this. Therefore, more of this will happen, okay? You don't reward bad behavior. Second of all, then it would start seeming, well, if we can do this, then okay, let's go to like pride parades and destroy their shit too. You're gonna get what, like, listen, if this is gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay across the board. And at that point, destruction of property goes as a problem goes out the window. You are not allowed to touch someone else's property. Because people are going, and if nothing is done about, people are going to start using this example. Similar to how I compare J6 to BLM riots. Same exact logic. And people will do that. Why? Because it just makes sense. It's like, oh, they're allowed to do it, but I don't. Good luck with that, you know? They're allowed to do it, but I don't, has not turned out so well in the last decade in the US. Honestly, dude, fuck, man. Oh. People will get shot over this. Easily, people will start getting shot over this. And majority would say that they were justified in shooting people. Not because this is proper self-defense, but because these fuckers well deserve it.
Demonstrators also ripped down the banners, smashed their foam boards, and tried to steal a laptop and an iPad from the group. Brandon Tatum was a guest speaker at this event. He is a Turning Point USA contributor. He's a former Tucson police officer who became very popular on social media because of his conservative law and order views. And he has millions of people who
just
follow
a very
him.
common sense dude.
Brandon Tatum, good to have you with us today, sir. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me on.
So the university basically said, look, you know, nobody was hurt. This isn't a big deal. And we do everything we can to protect free speech on campus. Is that true?
Bro.
That's the biggest lie and sack of crap.
How is that protecting free speech? You literally just, you literally did not protect the free speech of the people hosting the event. That you're literally not protecting their free speech. It's like rules for thee, but not for me. If you wear a fucking black mask in the middle of the day and call yourself Antifa, you have a different set of rules than like other people. Also, by the way, this is the funniest thing. 114, okay. This is the funniest shit, okay? If you want to make it funny, how much you want to bet that vast majority of these people are white under those terrorist hoodies, domestic terrorist hoodies? How much do you want to bet that they are white and they're assaulting a black man? Tell me this is not, if this was the opposite, you know, like if this guy was liberal and the men who were assaulting him were conservative. Tell me how that would play the fuck out. Please enlighten me. How would that play out? God, I fucking wonder.
In my life.
Oh, this makes my blood boil.
And they were not given any real effort to thwart these people who came from God knows where. We don't even know if these were students. They were completely masked.
Yep.
They came and assaulted people. They tore up everything. They stole property. And then they not only did it once, they came back twice. So all the police officers had every identifying marker that these people were going to be violent, and they still didn't do anything. And thank God I was there and others who stood up to them, or we would have all been, you know, getting beat up and injured when they are supposed to protect us, and we are allowed or should be allowed to have the freedom of speech on campus.
Yeah, of course. You know, what did you say in the back and forth? And could you tell, were these students or was this group sent in from somewhere? I know you said
mostly peaceful.
You've spoken a lot of campuses. You've never been part of anything like this before.
Here's the thing, though. Because of this event, I guarantee people are gonna feel emboldened. If nothing happens, people are gonna feel emboldened, and you're gonna see starting assaults on Charlie Kirk events, on well, I don't know if Ramaswamy does events, but any conservative that goes on campus to just ask questions and like have a conversation is gonna start getting attacked by these fucking lunatics. Okay, because nothing is being done, and this is literally fascistic fucking strategy. This is how you shut people up, with violence. Last I checked, not something the US is supposed to be standing for. And I hope each and every one of these people, I don't know how they would do it, would get arrested. But how? The cops didn't do anything and these guys are fully masked.
Campuses, people are peaceful. It clearly was a coordinated group. They were all dressed the same. They had bicycles. They had things to conceal their identity. They came from out of sight. They weren't even on the campus mall where we were at. They came from somewhere else. They came and did their dirt, and then they retreated, never to be seen again. And all of the rest of the students, although some of them were delusional, they still were reasonable and they did not attack people. So this was a coordinated effort. And the thing that bothers me the most, Martha, is that why did the police officers not do anything? It's almost as if I'm the only cop there. They didn't do anything to stop this. They saw them punch people and they did nothing.
It must be so frustrating for you as a former Tucson police officer when you see these other police officers.
Look at that.
And as I said,
look at that shit. Look at that. Mostly peaceful, no violence. Look at that. Look. Person in red.
Police officer, when you see these
Bam.
other
That's assault or battery. I don't remember which one is which. Okay, that looks like assault to me. Okay, like a battery. Okay, like that looks like the guy's hitting that other person.
Police officers, and as I said in the intro, when I hear that, you know, the guy who's just standing by, he's like, "Get in there! Aren't you guys going to do a little something to stop these people from destructing this property?" You know, we have a list of all these Ivy League schools, government funding being cut.
Get the bike. Get the bike.
Word that Brown University is going to lose $500 million in
Government funding at 5 Ivy League university. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Dude, like, if they allow anything of this sort to happen, which, by the way, technically, I think Brown already did. I think Columbia already allowed it. I'm not sure about the other two, the other three. I think Brown and Columbia already had like issues, and it's like, bro, why the fuck is the government giving them any funds if they can't even, follow simple federal law? Like federal government giving you money, and you can't even follow a simple federal law of, hey, no violence on campus. No shit. Like fuck.
Grants and research money.
So, oh my God.
UC Davis, do you think they were concerned about this? They put out that statement saying, oh, free speech is super important to us. Like, don't come here.
I don't think they're very concerned about it because they didn't really do nothing about it. We were talking to the administrative people and we were saying, can you protect us? Are you going to just let these people bludgeon us? And then the police officers, or somebody's telling them to stand down. I mean, they're there, they're ready to go, but they're not going to engage. I asked them specifically, if they come back, are you guys going to use force against them to prevent them from hurting people at this table? I mean, I literally had to tell the police officers, if they come back to the table, I'm going to defend the people who are here. We're not just going to let them beat us up. And they didn't give me a clear answer. They stood there in preparation to do nothing.
Bro, I swear, if it becomes more prevalent, oh my God, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Well, in a bad way. It's gonna be so good though. They're gonna have a TPUSA event, okay, and they're gonna have like some guys waiting like off site, like not too far away, but far away enough so you don't think they're part of them. And then when these fuckers start approaching, these guys will come, surround them, and beat the fuck out of them, like just like, a bait for a fish. They bait them with the TPUSA thing. They come closer, they start destroying shit, and then a fucking mob just jumps and fucks them up. Oh, that would be so satisfying. Man, I'm getting hard just thinking about it.
Nothing. I guess their visible stature would be a deterrent, which is not
pummel them, bro. Fucking break their legs.
Be able to use force, and there's somebody that's telling them. I don't know if it's the chief. I don't know if it's the university. They're saying allow people who you cannot identify to come onto campus with weapons and attack people and do nothing about it. They didn't even pursue to arrest anybody. They just watched them do it and they let them go. Yeah. It was so frustrating.
Yeah, I can see that.
I literally wanted to
California.
defend every single person there, but I didn't want to be seen knocking people out on campus.
You can't.
That's not what I wanted.
I'm sorry. You can't be educated if you aren't exposed to a lot of different viewpoints. And
I don't even care about this point of view of like educated, not educated, yada yada yada. The principle is simple. You have freedom of speech. Speech is protected. Okay, you can't just go and destroy people's shit and shut them down with violence. You can shut them down with ideas. You can shut them down with discourse. You cannot just attack them and like destroy their fucking shit, okay? Like you cannot do that in a civilized society, okay? You want to be barbaric? Go to Syria, okay? Fuck, man. Dude, man, please, a big part of me is like, man, let this happen more so that these guys start getting shot at, okay? Because like, last I checked, conservatives have guns. They're gonna do it on a Texas campus or whatever, bro. People are gonna have guns, okay? Please, man. It's like, you just want to see violence and whatever. And you know what? You might be right. But honestly, no person is more vile, except like rapists and terrorists, than these motherfuckers. I fucking despise them. And I would take a shot of celebration. I don't drink. I would take a shot of celebration if something very bad happens to them. Very bad. A shot for each and every one of them that suffers. Fuck these guys. I fucking hate them. Pieces of fucking trash. Garbage human beings. Disgusting. And I don't care if they're paid by Soros or not, or whatever conspiracy you want. You act like this, you deserve every fucking garbage thing that can happen to you. You deserve everything. I'm not a big believer of karma, but man, karma would be very fucking nice here. Like, get struck by lightning, survive, get and become like a fucking plant that can't afford like any medical, and like you'll be just like thrown on the street to suffer and die to the sun burning you alive while you're a fucking plant, and that's how you're gonna die. I don't give a fuck about these people. Oh man, I sound like an extremist right here, but honestly, dude, fuck them. I'll probably put you in the shade though. I probably would. Like when I see you suffer, I'll probably put you in the shade. But fuck you. I hate them.